HappiDaze here. In today's video, we're taking on TM Bonney Run. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We'll show you the teams that we're using and how we're going to take it on. I did speed up this a little bit just so we can get the Intrusion battle quicker. So we won't have to go one slot, and we'll be fighting the Intrusion boss. So let's go ahead and do that. The Intrusion boss is Lilith for here. Ideally, you want to have a friend, Captain Nico Robin, to help you out. Highest point booster, and she really helps with those debuffs on stage 3. So let's go ahead and see if we can find a captain. Perfect. We can right up top. So let's go ahead and get into the content and show you what you want to do. Now, the tricky part here is you do get a 50% HP cut when you hit stage 2. And then you get, if you do anything besides normal taps, you get a bunch of damage as well there. So what we're trying to do here is find a way that we can at least get up to past 80,000 health. That way we'll be able to go ahead and use the recovery orbs from battle number 2 to just make sure we have enough health to use all our specials on battle number 3. So you can see that was the 50% damage cut that I was talking about there. For paralysis, we're going to go ahead and use our Shanks unit to remove the paralysis, Sanji unit to remove the bind, and then the super type of Bonney to use the slots there. Sorry, I'm going to change the order just a little bit, just because I don't want Shanks special to, and actually it won't matter, because there aren't 4 of any color on the type, so ignore what I was saying. I'm just going to go ahead and use Shanks special there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use Bonney special, or sorry, super type, and what that will do is that will lock those slots for the next battle. Just makes it super easy for us to go. I do want to make sure that when I'm doing my taps here, that I am not hitting my perfects, right? I want to recover HP, but at the same time, I don't want to kill her before I cover enough HP. So boom, there you go. I have 90k HP. I'm in a good position to go ahead and tank the hit by using 4 specials on the next stage. So I'm going to go ahead and use, and what actually helps is that the special of Bonney will actually heal 20k, so actually her special really doesn't get counted. So really you probably only need 60k to be able to survive the full hit, which is awesome. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and start using our units here. And you can see we'll have more than enough health to just go ahead and defeat the boss without too many problems there. So boom, just like that, you can easily beat the Intrusion Lilith that attacks. So now we'll go all the way and try to rush as quick as we can to get to the mini bosses so we can kind of show you what those look like. And then we'll go ahead and take on the main boss of this TM, which is, of course, TM Bonney. So just take a look at the path real quick, see what's probably the quickest path. So I'm just going to keep all the way to the left. Seems like it's a pretty quick path. I could branch off and defeat some of the other people along the way. Completely up to you if you want to do that. But I just want to try to get to the end as quick as I can just so I can make this video as short and precise as possible for you guys, so you're not just sitting here watching me do a bunch of taps as I'm moving through all these different slots that are here. Hopefully it's just 1 or 2 more taps, and then we'll be able to take on the 4 mini bosses that are there. This should hopefully get us. As long as we don't get a 1, we should be able to start fighting the mini bosses here. Perfect. So, of course, we're going to take on the chopper unit first. So the really only tricky part about this content is they want you to be able to introduce 6 turns of Rainbow Shield and the Threshold. I'm going to use the same captain, and the reason I'm going to do that is because as I get into it, what you'll see is that I'll use 1 Luffy special, I'll use the Bonney special, I'll use the Bonney special to get recovery slots, use 1 Luffy special to get the 6 turns gone, then use the Nami special to turn all slots to int, and then use the other Luffy special, who will be able to basically make sure that we have everything we need to be able to remove the damage threshold. So like I said, with int orbs, you get rid of 6 turns of damage threshold. With recovery, I believe it's the 6 turns of the Rainbow Shield that you get rid of. So let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. So as I mentioned, we use the Bonney special first, just to get all recovery orbs. Then we'll use our Captain Luffy. And then we'll use the Nami just to change slots again. Use this Luffy one more time. And boom, all the debuffs are gone. And then it's just a simple one-hit kill. Really easy to get through this stage. Nothing too difficult. This should be able to, you know, not a problem at all. So if you're going on the map, just make sure you go for Jinbei. He's the hardest. But at least for now, like I said, none of the other mini bosses seem like they're really a big threat. And the only reason Jinbei is really a big threat is his 100k HP death hit that he gives you. So let's go ahead and take on Brook next. Now, the key to this team is that you want to make sure you don't hit your perfects. If you hit your perfects, you're going to die pretty quickly. And the reason for that is obviously because you end up getting the burn that gets applied to you. And if you hit perfects, you get like a 15k HP cut for each one. And with the Ace special, who cuts your special by 95%, obviously with just one of those, you'll be dead. So what you just want to make sure that you're doing here is that you want to just make sure you're tapping with greats, and that will just make it extremely easy to get through the content. You don't have to worry at all, really, about you know, what's going to happen in terms of damage, just because the team is so overkill, it just doesn't even matter. So we're going to go ahead and use the Ace special first, and then we'll go ahead and use the Whitebeard special to go ahead and just give us buffs, and then, like I said, we'll just hit with greats just to quickly clear the stage here. I'm not even about using any of the other specials. Like I said, they're all just point boosters, completely not needed, so don't worry about that. So you see, tap a good, more than enough damage to kill him. I don't foresee any issues here. So let's go ahead and get into the next fight against Franky and Usopp. For the Franky and Usopp battle, this is the team that we're using. So obviously Albert and Kaido are kind of the key units here. You need Wano slots, which is why we have the captain as Kaido. He'll help get those Wano slots so we can get through that barrier on the revive. You do take a 20k hit on the stage. Not the end of the world. We have tons of HP. We should be able to tank it without a problem. But just something to know there. So we're just going to go ahead and tap through these first two stages. Nice and easy kills, nothing too complicated there. We'll use one Kaido special, one Albert special on this stage. And just to make sure, yeah, so Albert can go ahead and take care of a bunch of this stuff, so let's just go ahead and use him. We're going to go ahead and use Kaido as well, and then Big Mom. And then we're just going to use the other specials just because we can. We have them, why not? Yeah, let's just go ahead and kill him nice and easily, no problem. As I said, you'll take the 20k hit, and then you'll need to break the Wano slot on revive. Boom. Yeah, not much issues for this fight. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, nothing kind of too crazy there. Alright, so that's Franky Usopp, and now let's get to the most challenging one, which is Jinbei. So we're going ahead and using Bonney. We're using her in our Intrusion battle. So we can go ahead and use her on this fight, again, without having to worry about the same character restriction there. So let's go ahead and use her. As I mentioned, the key to this fight is having a unit who can help take care of the 100k death shot you'll get. In this case, we have this Kurumo unit in the bottom right-hand corner there who will take care of the 80% for 3 turns for us, who will just make it nice and easy for us to just breeze through this content. So we're just doing our taps here. Nothing too crazy. So as I mentioned, the reason they want you to have this Bonney captain is because of the amount of bind that you can remove on your crew. So we'll just go ahead and use that. Chopper is going to go ahead and take care of the barrier for us. So yeah, you can see we're more than enough overkill. We're not even going to use the other special that's there. And yeah, just a easy one-tap kill. As I mentioned, you get the 100k death hit. Just want to make sure you have a unit who can give your side a rainbow shield. Just get through that content nice and easy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and face the Intrusion boss here. This is the team that we're using. As I mentioned, we don't have the rare recruit Nami from this, which would make it a lot easier to deal with some of the gimmicks, especially with the special verse. That's really what she's here for in this stage. So in this case, we have Karina, who's taking her place. She gets 7 turns of cooldown because of the boost, plus another 3 from sockets, plus another 2 from Lilith because she's cerebral, plus 1 from our ship. So we should be ready to go and use her special on stage 2 to be able to get through the content. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dig right into it, using the friend captain Nico Robin to help us with the defense up on the final stage there. So that's why she's kind of critical for this team. So let's go ahead and show you what this team looks like. The good news is if you had to stall, you could certainly stall. That's the the good part about having a turtle on the first stage. But as I mentioned, all our units are already ready to go. We don't have to worry about stalling at all, which is good. So do get the attack down. So we have our ship, which will take care of 1 turn attack down, and then we're using Jinbei to go ahead and take care of the other 5 turns. I don't need that support chopper on Sanji because I'm using the ship. But I left them on there just so you guys could see what that looks like. So we'll go ahead and use the Karina special. We grind everyone's special by 2 turns, just so that everyone is ready to go. I'll use the Jinbei special. He'll give the left characters in slots, which is what we need to go ahead and break the barrier that's on Lilith. Sorry, that's on Bonney there. So there you go. Nice and easy kill. Nothing too crazy there. So on stage 3, the Sanji unit's go ahead and take care of the growth debuffs that's there. I'm going to use the Nami Robin first and the Lilith, just so I can go ahead and get that despair taken care of, right? So the Robin takes care of 6, and the Lilith also takes care of 6 turns. I'm using the super type first, just to make sure that I get that attack boost as well as the orb boost there, just to make sure I'm doing the most damage. I'm going to go ahead and use the Sanji special as I mentioned to get rid of some of those nasty buffs that are there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Shank special just for some extra damage there. Totally not needed. And it's just an easy kill, as you can see. Didn't even hit a great destroyer. So there you go. There is my runs through the TM teams. I hope you enjoyed them. And if you have any suggestions or modifications, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. I hope you guys have a good TM. If you managed to pull both Nami and Sanji or Robin, congrats. That's awesome. It'll make your runs just that much easier. And until next time, be kind to each other.